Israel is not about saving Lebanon from Hezbollah. In fact, what Israel is looking to do is to extend its landmass. Even more so
100%.
is that Israel needs water. Even in Nigeria, in the north of Nigeria, water is the biggest cause of a lot of the terrorism we have.
The Third World War will be about water, not just in the Middle East, but as you said, in other countries around the world, because fresh water is becoming scarce. There are countries like Dubai that have desalination plants, but it's not enough. They still have to buy bottled water. They still have water that they have to bring in from outside to be able to drink. It's not enough to have a desalination plant. Israel, when I was doing my studies and working as a Middle East expert and continuing to this day, Israel's plan and in its policies and in conversations offline more than online have been trying to work out how to deal with their water shortage problem. If you go to Israel, you will see what I mean, because I traveled it and I couldn't believe it, how barren the land is. Even when you look at videos from the West Bank, it's not like Lebanon. Lebanon is green. It's so rich and fertile. The Bekaa Plains, historically, they fed the entire Roman Empire, the Bekaa Plains. So and we have the mountains. The mountains, every year, the amount of snow and amount of rivers and amount of waterfalls that we have, because of our unique geography, creates wells, and we have wells under our country. And so you have these beautiful rivers which flow very strongly after those winter months. And the Litani River has historically been a very, important river for Lebanon, but also streaming down south. Now, when Israel occupied Lebanon from 1982 to 2000, it took much more area beyond the Litani River, and it controlled all of that territory, and it used that water supply, and they realized how important it was. But by 2000, international pressure on Israel to withdraw was so overwhelming that they had their own proxy army set up. They were, I know people who said, the Israelis were here and, we could go into Israel, and they would tell me stories. And I was like, oh, my God, are you crazy? But that is a major factor that has to be considered when considering why